Hey friends, today's video is a feel-good one. It's actually one of my dearest friend's birthday today, so this one is for her. And honestly, it's for anyone who needs something gentle and comforting right now. I just want to post wholesome things that reminds us that humanity is not terrible. This time from r/New Zealand. How do I get on a bus? We all need some more wholesomeness into our lives, so let's jump into this. I will preface this by saying I have a very irrational fear of buses that I know it's silly and weird. I don't look down on taking buses, I'm just terrified of it. I already love how honest this is. Also, can we normalize being afraid of very normal things? Buses are big, loud, and full of strangers. It makes total sense want to avoid them. I want to get over my fear of buses and begin using public transport. I've got myself a Metro card with $20 on it, and I took a free bus on that free public transport weekend and it helped me feel a bit more at ease. However, the part I really struggle with is interacting with the driver. Can someone explain the process of when I get on the bus, what I need to do? Do I just hand over my card? How do I calculate my zones I will cross? I will use Google Maps to know what buses to take, but being as specific as possible here will really help alleviate my anxiety. So I'm not from New Zealand, but I will explain how it works where I live because the vibe is very similar. Here, you get on the front, there's a card reader. You just tap your card and that's it. No conversations required. There are no bus zones here either. That's usually a metro or a train thing. A bus ride just costs a fixed amount. Or you use your travel card. Okay, so the person who collected the story had a comment they really liked, so I'm gonna read that now. I used to be a bus driver in Christchurch. And Christchurch has the best bus service in the country, and I was proud to be a part of that service. Being a bus driver, I am happy to accommodate my passengers' request, and I would go out of my way to help a passenger get where they need to go, even if it meant giving them a free ride on occasion. That is so kind. Just get on the bus and swipe your card, as it is optional whether you interact with the driver. Most bus drivers are more focused on driving when the bus is moving, although your security within the bus is also important, not to mention your comfort. If you are cold, ask the driver to turn on/up the heater, or if you are hot, you are welcome to open the window above your head. And certainly, if you feel threatened by anyone on the bus, tell the driver. That has a direct line to the police, as my boss was only on the end of the two-way radio and police act fast for buses. I really love how they mentioned safety and comfort. Like, you are allowed to be cold and you are allowed to be hot. You are allowed to ask for help. And the direct line to the police is such an important reminder. You are not as alone on public transport as your anxiety tells you. Of course, we get an update for this story. Hello everyone, due to the huge and unexpected amount of support I got from the advice post yesterday, I thought I should update everyone. Yes, bestie, we love our updates. Firstly, thank you so much for your replies, it really meant a lot to me. Many of you offered to ride the bus with me to help. I really appreciate the offer, but I'm super aware how odd this is, and I didn't want to create another dependence where I only felt okay going on the bus with someone else. I love the people who offered to ride with them, and I love how they say thank you, but I want to be able to do this on my own. The level of detail that many of you provided was great. Not an ounce of judgment or anything, just laying out the facts and what would happen, and it was exactly what I needed, so thank you so much. Being judgy is out, being helpful, it's in. So I set the challenge for myself to go on a bus today. I'll be honest, I chickened out in the morning. I felt really stressed and imagined getting onto a crowded bus and messing up and getting kicked off. So I Ubered instead. And yes, I did beat myself up about it. But tonight, on the way home, I ended up taking the bus by myself. I used Google Maps to figure out what to take, and the bus was empty when I arrived. There was someone in front of me getting on, so I just watched what she was doing with her card. I think a lot of my anxiety centered around the card, example, holding it the wrong way, doing something wrong. But as soon as I swiped that card and the thing lit up green, I just walked to my seat and sat down and realized 15 plus years of irrational fear and anxiety was conquered. First, chickening out on the morning was part of the process. They listened to their nervous system instead of forcing it. Then they still tried again later. That part is what matters. This is the part what people don't understand about anxiety. It's not logic that fixes it. This is such a quiet and powerful win, and I love that for them. It was so bloody awesome. I didn't have to drive. I could just sit back and listen to music. I absolutely loved it. And it has really opened up doors for me. I am already planning on where I'm going to go, etc. It's one thing to conquer anxiety. It's another to actually enjoy the thing you were scared of. The take-home message here is a few encouraging words or paragraphs can make all the difference online. It's easy to think I'm a faceless person behind a computer somewhere. I know when I read posts, I rarely consider about the person behind there. But so many of you guys have actually changed my life in a really meaningful way. It's so easy to be dismissive and scroll past, but this is proof that taking a moment to be kind can genuinely change someone's life. I expected to be mugged and probably get my post deleted for trolling, but the exact opposite was so great and empowering. I truly believe I would have sat on this and avoided bosses my entire life if I didn't post here. I'm really happy they posted, and I'm really glad people showed up for them. Thank you all so much for your support. I read every single comment in that thread and each one was awesome in their own way. Who knows, I might even ride a Lime scooter next. I'm really genuinely so happy for this person. I really hope that my content can actually help someone out there who's feeling stuck or doesn't know what to do, even if it's only one person. Edit. Wow, I got into work today after taking the bus. And check this post, and once again, I'm blown away. Thank you so much, everyone. I wish I could repay the favor in some way, but I just wanted to stress how awesome you all been to me. Thank you again. Bus conquered, gratitude expressed, humanity restored. I love to see this. We are going to move on to the next story. Any chance there's anyone out there who could help save my wedding? So, getting married in Tampa in 3 weeks. We had booked a big mansion for the wedding with the idea of having the ceremony and the reception there. That way, anyone who wanted to stay over could crash on the floor or whatever. The property owner emailed me today talking about a lawsuit and code enforcement. Long story short, his email was only 3 lines. We lost the venue. That sounds like a nightmare. I'm so sad that happened to you. I don't know what I'm going to do about him, but for now, I am trying to find somewhere to have the ceremony. Problem is that June is a fairly popular time for weddings, so almost every venue is booked. Another issue is that since this was going to be at a private residence, we have already bought about $1,500 in liquor, and most wedding places won't let you bring and serve your own. I can't even imagine the stress right now. 3 weeks to go and suddenly no venue? That's a nightmare. So my fiancé is freaking out. Trying to calm her down has actually had an overwhelming calming effect on me. And we don't have anywhere for the ceremony/reception anymore. We can't change the date without over a bunch of friends and family who have already bought the plane tickets. And there's the honeymoon too. Can't reschedule that with work. This is exactly the type of problem that wants to make you scream and cry at the same time. At the end of the day, the love part is still happening, and I'm sure Reddit gonna figure out the rest of it. The caterers, wedding cake, DJ, and bartenders are all flexible as far as changing the venue, and so is the officiant, my brother. This is her, hopefully, only wedding, and I have an understandable desire to make everything perfect. I feel like I'm failing miserably at the moment. Does anyone know of a good venue that is somewhat unique and interesting that would be available June 11 that meets the requirements above? I love how he's fighting to make his fiancé's day perfect. You can really feel how much he actually cares. We already know Reddit loves a good rescue mission. So let's see how the community came through for them. Edit, we are both atheists, and while this sounds snobbish or elitist or whatever, we find the idea of getting married in a church rather unappealing. Your day, your rules. I know, beggars can be choosers, but I'm not at the end of my rope just quite yet. Okay, bestie, go on. Edit 2 should have mentioned that this is the original post, but we were expecting about 150 people. Yeah, that's probably a pretty useful info for a venue to know. Edit 3, thanks so much everyone for all the kind words and support, and some amazing ideas. I am leaving my work now and driving to the hotel. It's about an hour. And then I'm going to go through all the suggestions and figure this out. I am much more optimistic about this than I was 2 hours ago. My best man called me to tell me he saw this on the front page. I promised to post how it went too. I love how they are feeling more hopeful already after 2 hours. Edit 4. I said this in a comment below but wanted to say it again where everyone could see it. I was upset and cynical about this earlier because one guy, the venue owner, was a bit of a That's completely understandable. Canceling 3 weeks before the event is a huge thing to do. It is impossible to feel that way now. One guy acted in his own interests, and over 800 Redditors have commented and made terrific suggestions or just wished me well. This is why I come here. Just as I start to lose faith in humanity, I'm not saying that this one event shook my faith in other people, it's just generalization. You people all remind me of how good other human beings can be to each other without any sort of motive or initiative, except comment karma. Thanks so much to everyone for your suggestions and kind words. I again promise to post pictures of the special day and update with something more than it went okay. I'm really happy it worked out for them, even though I didn't find any more updates. It might be some, but this is from Ask Reddit. So this is the last we know for now. Just seeing how the community came together to turn a disaster to something hopeful is very uplifting. And it's a nice reminder how much a little kindness and support can change someone's day, or even their whole perspective. Got hearing aids today and cried because my cat purred. I, 31 female, began to lose my hearing about 10 years ago when I was in the military. My husband and I got a cat about 5 years ago. I've never owned a cat before, so I had no idea what kind of noises they made besides meow. So I had no context for what to expect when I heard my cat purr for the first time today. I had pets since I was a kid, and honestly, I don't even think about it. But we really take magical things like a cat's purr for granted. I was laying in bed and he jumped up next to me and snuggled into my armpit. I started to feel him vibrate like he always does, and then I heard it. I was so scared at first, I didn't understand what the sound was. Then it clicked. Purring isn't just vibrating, it's a sound. I can hear it. My cat has wandered off now, but I keep bursting into tears just thinking about his purr. I've never heard a cat purr before, and it's so sweet. There's this eternal quality to it I can't even describe. It has this rhythmic pattern to it. It's all nasally, but low and fluttery. My husband and kids are sleeping and I don't want to wake them up, but I tell them in the morning. I just wanted to share this joy I'm feeling with someone now. Edit. I never used Imager before, but I think I did this right. Here's the image she provided of the cat. This is Kipper. Also, my family is awake and they laughed when I told them I can hear him purring. They said he sometimes whistles/snores through his nose too. I can't wait to hear that sound. Kipper is adorable. I love how she shared this moment with her family and they laughed too. Being around a little bundle of joy is a privilege. It makes you realize how magical these little everyday things with pets can be. Edit 2. Thank you everyone for the cute little emoji awards. I know they cost money, so instead of giving a Clover or Heart Eyes award to me, please consider using that money to buy a box of Girl Scout cookies if you are in the USA. Due to COVID-19, cookie booths around the country have been cancelled, and troops are stuck with thousands of dollars of cookie inventory, individual girls, and their parents or caregivers are stuck eating the cost. You can donate boxes if you don't want them, but any donation will help Girl Scout troops offset the cost of the excess cookies we are stuck with, or use that money to tip your server or hospitality staff really well. Also, I've been amazed at quite a few sounds I didn't know I was missing. I forgot when you rip paper towels, they actually make a rip sound. I heard the fan in the living room. I can hear the clock above my desk ticking. Turns out I have no idea how to whisper. My own voice sounds so strange. Consonants sound strange. The water running in the tap when I was giving my toddler a bath last night sounded so loud. I can't wait to hear more. She has such a beautiful perspective. Not just she is experiencing all those everyday little sounds, but she also thinking about others. She has a final edit, so let's see what it was. Thanks for the love, everyone. I'm glad this made so many people happy, although I really wasn't expecting it to get so popular. Stay safe, wash your hands, and thank you again for letting me share this special moment. You can feel how grateful she is, and is just so pure to sharing this tiny personal joy. Can make so many people happy. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, today is one of my closest friends' birthday. So I wish a very happy birthday, girly. I wish I could be there. I hope I can celebrate with you the next one, and I'm gonna see you soon. I hope you guys enjoyed these stories. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I will reply to all of them, and see you in the next one.